way do we go? ¿Por dónde nos vamos?
Pues sigue todo derecho, nomás deje que se ponga la luz en verde y luego le sigue.
So we go straight past the green light, okay.
A la izquierda.
A la izquierda, let's
Sí.
take a left. Right? So that's the school over here. Did Vanessa like school? ¿Le gustaba la escuela a Vanessa?
Ella era su amor, la escuela.
It seems like only yesterday to you that she was here. Parece que fue ayer, ¿no?
Sí, porque para mí son muchos recuerdos. Aquí están sus huellas de ella, sus vivencias de ella. Era muy hermoso porque yo vine 2 veces con ella a correr. La acompañé a correr.
You ran with her? ¿Usted corría con ella?
Sí.
In her athletic pictures, she seemed very happy.
Mi hija era muy alegre, pero más su pasión, su fascinación era el soccer y correr. Mami, es mi vida, es mi pasión el fútbol y el correr.
Vanessa's 20 years old. She was born and raised in Houston, Texas, one of 6 children. That's Vanessa right in the middle. Her parents are immigrants from Mexico. Mom, Gloria, took care of the kids, while Dad, Rogelio, worked as a machine operator. The Guillen family is Catholic and very religious. This is the baptism, cuando la bautizó.
Este es cuando la bautizamos.
That's your favorite, su favorita?
Sí, sí le gustaba bastante el ejercicio y sí se sabía defender y sí estaba muy fuerte.
When Houston went on lockdown, she was really like frustrated because the gyms are closed, and she would be like, "Let me carry you so I can do squats," and I was like, "Okay." And she would be like, she would carry me on her shoulders and she would make like squats.
I always looked up to her, and she used to be like me, like be tough and ignore everyone.
Ella desde los 10 años soñaba con inscribirse al ejército, a defender su país, su nación.
She's this girl who just dreams of a better life. She has this fierce sense of patriotism, so she enlists into the Army before she graduates from Cesar Chavez High School.
Yo tengo una misión que se me ha encomendado y la voy a cumplir.
In her first training, she didn't even want to come back. She was that happy. Even when she got home, she was like a new person. She was like, her skin was literally glowing.
Porque mi hija venía bella, hermosa, mi hija radiante, feliz. Cuando la abracé yo, le dije, Dios mío, ya volviste. ¿A dónde te mandaron? Dice, aquí cerquita, mami, a una base que está aquí cerquita.
She was even happier that she was going to be stationed in Texas, close to home.
Vanessa was sent to Fort Hood. She was stationed there as an active duty soldier, and she would make the trek every weekend to visit her family in Houston. That's about a 3-hour drive.
Fort Hood is in the middle of nowhere, Texas. Tumbleweeds rolling, vast spaces, known as the Great Place.
Fort Hood is big. It's the Army's largest military installation. It's like the New York City.
Vanessa was a small arms repair soldier, so her responsibilities included ensuring weapons were maintained, helping with accountability and inventories. That was her job.
What do we have here?
As soon as she got to the unit, we were like friends immediately. She didn't talk to too many people, but I guess apparently I'm like kind of funny at sometimes, and like she'd crack up all the time. Like her laugh was very, very contagious.
I was one of Vanessa's closest friends. Sometimes we would go like run like 3 miles or a few miles, and she would always like beat me.
And soon after Vanessa goes to Fort Hood, her family says they notice a change in her.
You started seeing her eye bags. You started seeing she didn't want to eat. She started getting skinny again.
Su cara le cambió, como su rostro, más triste.
Sí.
Se fija que cuando yo...
She looks more sad, ¿sí? Más triste.
Sí. Sí, porque Ya tenía como un mes en Fort Hood.
She was not happy at Fort Hood. No estaba alegre ella.
No. Tú estabas bien, ¿por qué estás así? Dice, no, mami, estoy bien.
She would try to tell me that she didn't want to be at Fort Hood. I remember this one time she said, I don't like it here. And I hope one day you understand.
Around October, knowing that my sister was coming home, I was there and she just came in. She closed the door and she just started crying on her bed. But I'm like, you just came from work, why are you crying? But I couldn't ask her because I wasn't in the position of asking her, are you okay? Because she's already old, she knows what she's doing. But at that moment, now I feel that I should have asked her. That could have been my opportunity.
In mid-March, Vanessa gets engaged. Her family says she's happy and she's ready to move on with her life.
En una quinceañera, ella se me quedó viendo una vez y yo dije, está bonito. Y bailamos toda la noche y así la conocí. I knew she was the one.
Y la miré como pacífica, feliz, porque habían pedido su mano.
She was beside me, she was just smiling, looking at her parents. We were all happy.
La abracé enfrente de la Virgen. Le dije, ¿ya te vas, hija? Digo, ya me voy, mami. Y como siempre, su besito aquí, él sabe.
And she told me, I love you, good night. Then the next day, she woke up like at 5 in the morning to leave to Fort Hood. I remember, I was still asleep, but I remember she gave me a kiss and she left.
On the 22nd, I find out that she's not replying at all. No phone calls, they go straight to voicemail. So I was like, well, let me message her, maybe the messages go through. And nothing. And I know she doesn't turn off her phone.
8 p.m. It's been hours since the family has heard from Vanessa. Her sister, Maida, takes action.
That's when I decided to start calling the base, and they told me that they hadn't seen her since about lunchtime that day. And I'm sitting there like, it's already been more than 6 hours. I'm like, and nobody knows where she is. That's when he tells me, oh, we did send her for a report, but she never made it back. And I'm like, and you're so calm about this. I called my mom and my dad. We sat down at the dinner table and I told them I have to tell you something.
Dice, ¿has notado que Vanessa no contesta los mensajes? Dije, sí, es cierto, mija. Dijo, y dice Juan que no le contesta y siempre se hablan. Dijo, ¿cómo?
She was like, I have to work in a bit, and that was the last message.
I tell them I just called the base. They don't know where she is. And it's just silent.
How can she go missing on a military base? That's ridiculous.
La niña debe estar allí. Cierra esa base. Dile que cierren esa base maldita y busquen a la niña.
She wouldn't just walk away.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.